One. Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fallout 4. Yeah, this is not the start. This is not the vault. This is not my house. This is the Institute. I'm a little bit into the game, and really just didn't feel like starting again. So, yeah. I'm in the Institute. It's very interesting enough. Just looking around, talking to people. I am in the Bioscience Division right now.
I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick.
And
He's
I
eager
need to
get
talk
that
to this
going,
guy.
So I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now.
That's my
It's
son!
remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
Oh, no, it's not.
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past.
Yeah, I'm bored.
Hey, Doc.
Still
Welcome.
people, and they're
So
suffering.
good to have you here. Dr.
can at
Clayton
least admit
Holdren,
that it's
head of the
regrettable.
Bioscience Division.
After all,
The other guys still try to talk to
The
him.
work we're doing.
mankind
It's
if we
truly
can't even
amazing.
hold on to our own humanity.
What work are you doing?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and
This is where I
medicine.
need to be to
Our
find
most
Virgil's
important
stuff.
directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we
So yeah, I'm
cultivate
playing a
highly
character
specialized
who
breeds of flora for
was
use in
kind of
food
driven
and medicine.
insane.
We've even started
Not
to
really
explore the
insane,
idea
but
of
just kind of.
synthetic animal life.
He was
You
driven
probably saw the
to
gorillas. They're really just
do
a
anything
project
to
at this
find his
point,
son.
but the
And now that
potential
he's
is
found his
exciting
son,
nonetheless.
I'm actually going to,
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The
Well,
initiative
okay.
is still in its
Apparently
early stages,
synthetic
but the
apes.
prospects
But yeah,
are
so I'm
very
playing a
exciting.
character who was
I'm
driven
sure
to
I've
do
taken up
anything
enough
to
of
do
your
his
time
or
as
find
it
his
is.
son. But now that he's
But
found
I
his
have
son
to
in the
ask,
Institute and figured
have
out
you
that
decided whether you'll
his son
join
is
us?
the Institute, he's joining the Institute.
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Synthetic
Tell
gorillas.
me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly
Yeah.
aggressive.
They're gorillas,
and they're
bruh.
quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
I need to see these gorillas. Apparently he kicked me out. I need to find these gorillas.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results.
Dude. Gorillas. Why do they clank when they hit the ground? These people failed at their biology. Gorillas with silver backs like that are dominant males, and don't ask me why I know this, but yeah, their backs are silver. They're dominant males, and they have 2 dominant males sitting in a room together. Although they are robots, so yeah. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I actually think that's really funny. Hey everybody, I'm sorry, I have like a bajillion of these Fallout songs stuck in my head. I have like every one of them stuck in my head. You know what? Screw walking downstairs. No, screw walking downstairs. I'm a rebel. Let's go over to
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious...
sciences. This is advanced systems. If any of you have played Fallout 3, you know that Dr. Lee was one of the main characters in Fallout 3. She was a part of Project Purity with your father in that game, which I just kind of realized the irony of the fact that you played the father or the son searching for the father, now you play the father searching for the son. And Dr. Lee is behind both of them. Both times Dr. Lee is behind it. Just saying.
Doctor.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
I was told to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
You're the scientist. Why do you think I'm here?
Well, let's see. A Brotherhood of Steel airship arrives in the Commonwealth. You find a way to intercept our teleport signal, and now you show up at my door. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down.
No,
I've been
my
looking
father
over
is
my
father.
shoulder for almost
Or my
a
son is
decade,
father.
waiting for them to send
Jeez.
someone like you to kill
Ugh.
me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research.
I wonder if she's
Since
still doing
Father
Project
trusts
Purity
you,
stuff.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seem
I was
to have
sent by
everything under control
Elder
on my own.
Maxon to come and get her, by the way.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
I was just told to get you to come back.
The Brotherhood wants me back, and the best they can do is send a robot that does nothing but follow orders. Sorry, but you're going
She's
to have
still
to
as
do a lot
much as
better
a
than that.
meanie butthead than she
Father
was in
trusts
the last
me,
one.
and so should you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
Ugh.
I wish there was something I could say that would convince you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm not in.
Uh-huh. The Institute is deceiving.
So now
Oh,
you're just
I
gonna
don't-
hurl baseless accusations to get what. Come on, you.
Sure. I give up. What would it take to convince...
All right. I had a colleague down here.
Right.
Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to
Killed,
help
eh?
with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I
She was
asked
friends
about
with
it,
Virgil.
the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring
He
me
was
solid
deceiving you.
information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer.
I
Do
don't
we have a
actually
deal?
want to do that.
No.
Then we have nothing more to say to each other. Now, if you'll please get out of my way, I have a lot of work to do. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be
Oh, I
given
already
full
have one of
access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at
It's like,
will.
bruh, I already have one of those.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get...
I ain't telling your secret, Madison. Your secret stays safe with me. Well, that's... Alright, let's go see these other peoples.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
You have a better looking helmet than I do. Actually, that's not my helmet. That's my Silver Shroud costume. Why does your helmet look better than mine? I'm concerned. Bro. I want the full face one. It looks so much better. This helmet looks so
I
dope.
intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours.
Greetings, sir.
Greetings, sir. I feel so respected.
Thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Glad you made it.
They're
Hi,
dragging their
bye.
feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
So much research.
There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other
Doctor.
departments.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No, of course not.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first
Yeah, yeah.
outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal,
me.
I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau.
I wonder
Our
what
primary
he would have said if I
responsibility
failed
is
that,
the
because he
recovery
seemed
of
kind of
escaped
just like
synths
that was a
that are
regular
hiding
answer.
among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping, that matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant.
Just, I was in power armor and I dropped on his face and just one-shot him with a serrated machete.
As if we don't have enough problems. Now,
It
unless
was
you need something else,
really
I'll-
funny. Because, yeah, I punched him, and it knocked him off the edge of a ledge, and then I jumped off the ledge in my power armor and landed on top of him, dropping him down to, like, 1 health, and just, like, slashed him in the face.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who were you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units. In his absence, I keep things running
I don't
smoothly.
know why the camera's bugging out. Well, let's try to... I think it's because it's hitting this thing. Well, let's try to hit it. Get in front. Take that. Yeah. Even when I'm in this new place, I'm still a scavenger.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay, let's go over to this side. Wasn't I already in Advanced Systems? It's like, let me look at my quests really quickly. Use the network scanner holotape. Right, I need to go and get into somebody's terminal. Oh, right.
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
There we go. Network scanner. Okay. Okay. Let's check that. with that, I wrap this episode up. Subscribe, like, goodbye.